Hey Shane, John Pirro here in Fairfield County, Connecticut, and I just want to thank you for putting out that video on step selling information and running with the money. That's so needed to be said, and I see that there's a couple hundred views on it. I wish I can see like 50,000 views on that because it's so vital, so important for people to understand that they've got to stop selling information and running. When somebody enrolls you in a program, enrolls someone in a program, and they're making, $50 or $1,500 or whatever it is, or even if it's free, and they're telling people that they're going to help them and they're going to train them, well, then they need to stand by their word. We have one of the same enrollers in the mentoring program, which I know you know what I'm talking about. Doesn't need to be mentioned, but the mantra was no one gets left behind, and I got left behind up until the day that I gave the person my credit card and I paid for the program. The person was right there feeding me information. Now, mind you, he didn't need to be feeding me this information, but what he was doing was helping me get up and running so I could hit the road running. And I did. I had my personal identity site set up. I was sending out friend requests. I had developed almost 1,000 friends there on one of the networks, and I thought I was doing great. Funny thing is that all of a sudden my page was deleted and I had nothing. The person didn't even tell me that to save my information, to back it up, to save it, copy my HTML code and save it to a Word document. So in the event that it does get deleted, that at least I'll have it there and I won't lose all my work. Never did he say, make sure you take your friends that are important to you and put them into an Excel spreadsheet. I mean, just simple information like that would have been so helpful. But you know what? As soon as this person had the money, the only thing that he did was, and I respected him for this, he responded very quickly, very promptly to my voicemails on his cell phone and to my emails. Now, I'm one that tends to get a little long-winded. But I'm one of these people that believe that if you're going to be, give these short, quick answers, well, then that only tells you so much. You need to have a conversation. This is a relationship. When you enter into a relationship where you're selling someone some information, or someone, let's say, is buying the information from you. They're chasing you with their credit card, and they're begging to give you money. Well, you still have the responsibility of keeping up with that person. If you don't talk to that person in a week or two, get back to that person. Find out where they're at. There needs to be benchmarks and checkpoints to know, that you didn't leave the person behind. You can't always depend on the person contacting you because maybe they're just stuck. The difference between you and I is you're technically advanced in my mind. I'm not. I'm technically challenged. I had problems. Moreover, I really had a problem sitting there in front of a video camera or a webcam and talking into it. I just felt really strange. Now today, I'm perfectly fine with it, as I think you can see. And it does come with practice, and that's what my enroller said. But the interesting thing that I found is that here, while I thought this person was my mentor for this program, he took it from the standpoint that is, no, he's just selling me the information, introducing me to the mentorship, and the mentorship was my mentor. And meanwhile, this person didn't even follow up with me, check in with me, and so forth. And I'll tell you, it's very disconcerting. But especially when the person calls you up and blasts you for complaining, never mentioning his name, okay, but complaining that how I got left behind. He took it as a personal dig, and he should have. And I'm sure if he's watching this, he'll know. I'd probably get an email or a voicemail or something telling me that was not necessary. Well, you know what, Shane, you did the right thing placing this video, and I think I'm doing the right thing responding to your video. People need to know that if you're going to enroll someone, you have a responsibility. You have a responsibility to make sure that that person, especially if they're paying you money, that you keep up with them. Don't wait for them to come to you. Now, if you're following up with them and they're not taking action, different story. Funny thing was is I was taking action. I was trying. Didn't seem to be because I wasn't posting videos on the internet, so he didn't, visually see it. But, I was making a lot of effort with the little time that I had. And quite honestly, I put more time into it than I really should have. I really hurt my businesses. But, in my mind, traditional business is dead, and just these affiliate programs are just where it's at. But I wanted to bring attention to Clarence's response to you as well. He is so right on. We can't possibly train each person individually, but we can create a system, and that is what it's all about. And that's what so many people here on the internet are now teaching people, to join them in their mentoring program so they can teach you how to become successful, regardless of what program they're promoting. And, there's a lot of value here. I'm involved with a community now where, I don't have to pay $2,000 to get all the mindset stuff. It's all free. And I'll tell you, I have a lot of respect for the two guys that have put this together because, they're not in it for the money. And certainly they will get paid back handsomely for their efforts. And all those that are fortunate enough to get involved and be invited into this community, you're very, very fortunate. I know I'm fortunate, and it's been great. I now can, create a capture page. I now can create my, boy, I'm losing my train of thought. My autoresponders. I am, writing blogs. I mean, all these things. I created this toolkit called the Online Marketing Basic Toolkit because, in my mind, that is exactly what I was trying to figure out. And so for the newbie, for people that really just don't know how people are putting things together, as a little commercial here, you can contact me, you can respond to this video, and, I'll be happy to send it to you. But that's what it's all about. It's about, helping people, and, after that, following up with them. Now, there are people that I've introduced my kit to. Some people I've given it to. Some people I've just charged $10 for. It all depends where they find it. But it's not the money that I'm looking for here. It's the people raising their hand saying, hey, John, I need your help. Can you help me? And so the people that I have, whether I've given it to them for free or they've paid me money for my kit, I have gone back and followed up, because I'll tell you, I'm not going to allow happen to them what happened to me, where I got left behind. I refuse to do that. So, Shane, thank you so much again for putting your video out. Clarence, thank you for your response, and I look forward to talking to you guys at some point, as we move forward here in our quest to make our millions. Take care.